Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Fabulites. This is Angela with another edition of Notes on the Newsfeed, where I read to you headlines that I am sending over to my Twitter feed right now, soon, shortly, as soon as I get a chance. And I give you my thoughts if I feel like sharing them. And then that's it. I might have read the whole article. I might have just read the paragraph following the article. I might have skimmed the article, or I might have just read the headline. But we're going to jump right in because the feed just keep on newsing. The news just keep on feeding. Hold on. All right. CAPE, and I think it's like a coalition of Asians in performance and entertaining or something. But I think it's designed to increase diversity in entertainment. It's called CAPE, C-A-P-E. They unveil their inaugural Leadership Fellows. Yay! Because as much as we have an issue as Black folks, it seems like it's even less Asian folks out here on these media streets, right? Don't it seem like that to me? But I could be wrong. We had to look at the numbers. But anyway, but I'm all in favor of developing leadership. Scientists thought humans couldn't live past 115. But now some say there could be no limit. Isai Morales scuffles with security guard at wild SAG-AFTRA meeting. AFTRA. So that's like an entertainment union. And I just skimmed the article, but he was basically like, they was trying to take the mic from me. I think this would have happened. And I'm not in favor of that. So he hadn't gotten to a scuffle because he wanted to tell the membership why they should vote a particular way. And the people wasn't letting him. I don't know if he was I don't know what the story was. But it seemed like it's a lot of activity with these entertainment unions these days, doesn't it? Turkey has agreed to buy Russia's advanced missile defense system, leaving NATO wondering what's next. Putin takes over the world? I don't know. I didn't even realize there was a connection between Turkey and Russia, Putin, Erdogan and Putin. But wasn't Erdogan the one that was beating protesters, had his security beating protesters down on the street, talking about they was a threat? And then I'm paying attention, I guess, more than maybe normal to Turkey because my cousin's supposed to be going to Turkey, although I got to call her and see if she got offered the position. But I'm like, it's a lot of activity going on in the Turkish Turkey. What would the world look like if all the ice melted? I don't know. I don't even think of it as icy, but sometimes when it rains a lot, or when it goes from snow to kind of slushy, it can be kind of wet, when the ground can't absorb everything that's happening. Luke Walton says the Lakers targeted Lonzo Ball for a unique skill that's already having an effect on the team. You know what his unique skill was or is? Passing. I just skimmed the article, but you learn something new every day. 20 million, hold on one second. That's right, I said 20 million bacteria-infected mosquitoes are getting released into a California city by a division of Google's parent company. So they're male mosquitoes. From the article, I found out that female mosquitoes bite you. They say male mosquitoes don't. These male mosquitoes are like chemical warriors, like something in their bite or something when they deal with other mosquitoes. I don't know. They're trying to kill other mosquitoes or something. 20 million. I think it's 20 million this week. Then they're releasing more next week. And, so Google out there doing chemical experimentation on the people. They releasing them into, it wasn't San Francisco. I can't remember where it was. But the link will be on my Twitter feed. The amount of time it takes for trash to break down is staggering. See, we think, oh, here's my garbage. I threw it away. It's done. It's over. It's a wrap. Some of that stuff be, in land feeds forever. That's just like when people use their credit card. They like, oh, I paid for it. It's over. And you be paying for stuff 39 million years later. Hold on. You bought the meal for $20 this year, but you put it on your credit card. So 20 years later, you don't pay $800 and you still not finished paying for that meal. But that's how garbage is. You think, oh, I just threw it away and it's over, but it still be a lot of that stuff is still out there. You know, we generate so much garbage, so much trash. Russia hacking row. Moscow demands U.S. return seized mansions. See, Obama, I think he had, when he got the intelligence or when he felt comfortable to act on it or whatever, they seized, I think it's 2 mansions that the Russians have in this country that were like supposed to be diplomatic places. But I think that in American intelligence revealed or found out or determined. Can y'all hear that phone ringing? Is it really loud? Determined that these mansions were being used for intelligence operations, especially the hackation of the United States election. So Obama was like, cut that out. Y'all get out of these mansions and we gonna call it even. But you cut out that hackation, Russia. And Russia was like, so they've been pressuring Trump to give us back our mansions. How you think we gonna hack the midterm elections if we can't be in our, we got those mansions situated, organized, and set up to perfectly do the hackation for for the midterm elections. Now we need to get, I'm sick of this, Trump, zero, handle this. South Carolina hit with 150,000 election day hacking attempts. This is a whole nother article. So I didn't read the article, but I'm like, it makes me feel like it's connected to the headline that I just read you, like the Russian hacking that happened with the U.S. presidential election. And I think that they were saying that South Carolina, Trump won South Carolina by 54 point something percent. So I don't know. Maybe without the hackation, he would not have won, and it would have been 49%, or, you know, whatever it was. Maybe they did enough, you know, small little hacks here, you know, like they didn't just, they were like, and then, you know, eventually they got the numbers punched up. And I don't know how hacking works. I don't know how you steal an election. I once had this girlfriend, this friend of mine, this colleague, who was one of my top 10 favorite people. But she once told me, or maybe I heard her say it, maybe she didn't tell me, but she said that she would help little old ladies vote. And if they were her nationality, like she was black, but she was not from America, she would like do translation and stuff for them. And if they were telling her that they were going to vote, like if, for example, if they were like, I want to vote for Trump, she would not vote them for Trump, because she's like, that is not in your interest, fellow countrywoman. And I was shocked. On one hand, I could understand what she was saying, but I was shocked. And I still love her. I still like her a lot. She's really, really good people. I hate to say that about somebody, but it's true. Or I can't say that it's true, but that's my recollection of what she told me. I could totally misunderstood the sister girl. And I never said anything else to her about it again, because I'm like, I did hear that. I don't know that. Angela Merkel's incredible rise to a quantum chemist and the world's most powerful woman. When I read that headline, I was thinking about Hillary Clinton, and if she had won, I guess her and Merkel would have been, you know, united together in white woman power, you know, powerfulness or something. I don't know. Is this licensing company trying to scrub Muhammad Ali's Muslim faith from his legacy? So they on all his Twitter feeds and all this other stuff, it's like no sign of him being Muslim. And you may or may not know this, but when he started fighting, when he was born, he was given the name Cassius Clay. When he was fighting, he was Cassius Clay. And then at some point, because of his faith, because of his whatever, he transitioned to being Muslim. And I guess as a part of that transition, he changed his name from Cassius Clay to Muhammad Ali. So there were some things there were some times when people would still be calling him Cassius, and he like, my name is Muhammad Ali, you can't call me Cassius. But he did seem to be really into his Muslim faith, from what I could tell. So how they trying to hide an important part of, if that's what you tried to do, licensing company. That's who he was. That's part of what makes, that's his unique je ne sais quoi. You can't take away bits and pieces and have Muhammad Ali. The Dallas Cowboys and the New York Yankees are the most valuable sports teams in the world. I don't know much about sports, but I do know that the people who own the teams are called owners. And somebody had written a book a few years ago or more about how the players were like slaves, and some people were like really offended, like they get paid so much money, how can they be slaves? But anyway, I just thought that metaphor, and then the fact that they have owners, I was kind of like, oh, I mean, I thought it was interesting. I never read the book, but anyway, so that just, I'm like, oh. And when we were in Dallas, when we were in Arlington, we weren't in Dallas, we were in Arlington, which is a community halfway between Dallas and Fort Worth. When we were in Arlington, we were were we right by the Dallas Cowboy Stadium? We were by some sports stadium, because the car service at the hotel, the lady was bringing us back from Whole Foods, and she was telling us, well, it's a game tonight, so we'll be unavailable because we're dedicated to taking people to the game, whatever. I was like, oh. But I think it was the Dallas Cowboy Stadium, maybe. I don't know. Doctors found 27 contact lenses in a patient's eye during surgery. So these disposable contact lenses, are they supposed to just dissolve in your eye, or are you supposed to take them out and throw them away? And did the person think they were taking them out and throwing them away, but they were still in their eye? And they didn't notice it seemed like if I get an eyelash in my eye, it's like, sometimes the stuff in my eye, I can't even see it. It'd be so small. But it seemed like 27 contact lenses would be noticeable. But I guess if it's gradual, that's what they say. If you put the crab or the lobster in the pot and you start it off cool and then you boil it, it just gradually builds up. The lobster don't even know it's being boiled. You just keep putting layer after layer after layer of contact lens in your eye. You don't notice you got 27. But maybe that's why they were having surgery. I don't know. Date Night Live. Lifetime hooking up real-time dating show this month. I like dating shows. Trump has declared it Made in America Week. And here's what it really means. I'm not going to comment because I think I'm going to try to hurry up and finish. Venezuela opposition calls for general strike over Maduro plans. Now, these countries that have these general strikes, is that where everybody don't go to work or all the public? How did the general strikes work? I need to read the article. But Venezuela has been in the news here recently, hasn't it? DMG, others circling to swoop in as L-Star deadline with Sony expires at midnight. So it's some kind of licensing agreement that these companies have, and it expires at midnight, and other people are trying to get the rights to these movies. Did you hear that? I must be in Detroit. When I lived, I hear one person ride down the street with a loudspeaker. They had these cars with these loudspeakers, and they talking now. They like, do not let anybody tell you that you cannot vote. You know, they campaign, and I guess it's campaign season. I guess it is, because I see these signs for mayor, different stuff coming up more and more. We went to the Oscars of Bollywood, a 5-hour extravaganza of glamorous stars, glitzy dances, and 25,000 crazed fans. Bollywood. When I was in India and I went to the movie theater, it was like a whole experience. It was like just different. I didn't know anything about Bollywood till I went to India. But now, you know, there's Bollywood and Nollywood in Nigeria, and there's also, Hollywood. But I think Bollywood and Nollywood, or Nollywood and Bollywood, might be bigger than Hollywood. But anyway, these are some big industries. They make a lot of films. They make a lot of movies. And these communities, cultures are really into them. I mean, like, it's a big thing. When I went to the movie in India, that was years. When I went to the movie in India, the movies in America, they would only have previews for movies. That's all that would show before the movie. And then plus they would have you know, like turn off your cell phone, turn off, you know, some little thing to tell you to turn off your cell phone. And they might have something up advertising. Oh, we have, you know, some small local theaters might be like, oh, use your ticket to get 15% off of Andiamo restaurant right across the street. Or, you know, rent the movie theater for your child's next birthday party or something like that. But when I went to India, they were having commercials in the theater like buy Pepsi Cola, buy Wrigley Spearmint chewing gum. It was like regular commercials. I'm like, is this the movies or is this TV? And now you go to the movies in America and you'd be like, is it the movies or is it TV? I don't say that because I'm used to it now. But anyway, that's what I got. Fabulous. Be you. Be fabulous. Be fabulous. You. Today is the best day ever. Bye.